Building awareness, a guided meditation. The following exercise is a good way to reconnect with yourself and your true nature. Absorbing yourself in your breath. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Swivel your feet so your big toes are closer together than your inner heels, and then lean your knees in together, holding them in place, being effortless. Allow the knees to support one another. Have your arms out by your sides, palms facing down. Close your eyes and give your full attention to your breath. The stresses of day-to-day life can create different layers of breathing over our free, natural breath. This following exercise will help you reconnect with your natural breath. Keep it simple. You are not aiming to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. This is not a technique, but rather a process of undoing. There is no need for effort, pushing, or wanting. There is no search to attain the perfect breath. Instead, allow it to unravel. Often we are guided by our mental intelligence, but instead, let your instinctual, natural, physical intelligence take over as you unravel. Your body is what is breathing, not your mind. Your mind, relinquishing control, learns to move out of the way and becomes merely the accepting observer. Have your arms out to the sides and the eyes still closed, knees are bent. Give your full attention once again to your breathing. Can you feel where the breath originates? Observe which part of your body moves first as you breathe in. What happens next? Observe the sequence of your body's movement when you inhale. Feel what happens to the lower and the upper abdomen. How do the rib cage and chest work? Can you feel anything happening in the back? What happens to the shoulders, throat, face, and nostrils? Does anything change at the pelvis? Absorb yourself completely in your breath. You are at this moment your breath, and your breath is you. It rises and falls with the rhythm of ocean waves. How do you accept your inhalation? How do you feel the expansion? Now turn your attention to the out breath. From where do you exhale? Which part of the body begins the movement? Where does your exhalation end? Are the movements in the torso as clearly demarcated as in your inhalation? Can you feel a consolidation of energy? Accept the support of the earth each time. Don't shrink, but allow yourself to sink into the earth. Count the length of your in and out breaths. Which is longer? Does one come more easily to you? Become aware of the quality of your breath. Is it shallow? Is it deep? How rhythmic does it feel? Does it feel smooth or coarse? Is it graceful and round? Or are there some parts that feel jerky or jagged? Does it soothe you? Often we don't breathe out fully, but hurry on to the next inhalation. Take the time now to follow the entire length of your exhalation. Stay with it. Patiently wait until it is finished before you take your next breath. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with you. It takes some time to release all the used air from the alveoli. There is no need to tighten any muscles to squeeze the last air out. Just be patient and let it keep on flowing. Whenever you feel you are trying too hard, release the effort. Now, become aware of the time at the end of the exhalation before the next inhalation begins. There is a brief moment before your lungs call out for air. Don't grab for the next breath. Sink into this natural pause and enjoy it. It is a moment of tranquility, as still as a deep, calm pond. The exhalation disappears into it, and then the stillness gives birth to the inhalation. As you observe this stillness, you may find the pause lengthening naturally. Now, attune yourself to what happens at the top of the inhalation before you feel the need to exhale. There is another pause, another precious moment. Don't let it pass you by. It is a full silence that you can relax into. And as you let yourself sink into this moment, it will expand. These pauses give rise to a breath in 4 parts: a releasing exhalation, a still pause, the gift of a new inhalation, and a pause. Become absorbed in a meditative way in each part of your breath. No 2 breaths are exactly the same. Make friends with your breath and get to know each part intimately. Continue to follow the breath, focusing on that pause between the inhalation and the exhalation and inhalation. Feel the depth of the peace. Before you roll over to your right-hand side to sit up, take some time to observe the effects that this simple breathing exercise and observation has had on your mind. You've learned a new skill to quiet the mind, or perhaps have learned this before, but are revisiting it like an old friend. You have developed your self-awareness and practiced being absorbed in the present moment. You have also practiced being in your essence, which is peace. Slowly raise the right arm overhead next to your ear and come to your side, rolling into a fetal position. Rest here so as not to jar the body or the mind with sudden movement. Take some time for yourself, and when you're ready, push the hands into the floor and slowly make your way up, opening the eyes.